macho Mandalorian is here. Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, I'm doing it! Hey guys, Django Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more. And this is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Released in 2008 and in 2010 on Steam, developed by LucasArts and Asper Media for PC, and published by LucasArts and directed by an EU creator, Hayden Blackman. I actually never knew this for a while. This guy is absolutely amazing. I love this guy a lot. This guy created some of my favorite Star Wars EU stories, such as Django Fett Open Seasons, Obsession, Star Wars Republic series, and one of my favorites out of the Star Wars Republic is the Battle of Jabim. Oh, what an epic battle that was. And I looked even further, and he helped create Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter, which I enjoyed, and Galaxies, which I still haven't played yet. So this guy is more than capable to create a whole new and unique Star Wars story within the Star Wars mythos with no problem. Opening crawl. The galaxy is on the brink of total darkness. The evil galactic empire has overthrown the old republic and now holds countless worlds in the grip of fear. The Jedi Knights have been all but destroyed. Only a handful have escaped Imperial forces, disappearing into hiding across the galaxy. The Emperor's spies have located a lone Jedi Knight on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk. The Sith Lord, Darth Vader, has been sent to destroy him. Not bad. I think I'm slowly starting to improve. I'm not a master by any means, but slowly getting better with these opening crawls. So anyway, this game is set 2 years before A New Hope. Well, it's actually a decade, or I think it's 2 decades before, as you start off as the Dark Lord himself, Darth Vader. This is pretty much a 10 to 15 minute mission, but you, as Vader, you send your army to Kashyyyk and just obliterate these Wookiees by slashing and force pushing these Wookiees all over the place. So starting off badass right away instead of at the end. I'm looking at you, Rogue One. Or so I've heard. Vader kills a ton of Wookiees, then he encounters a Jedi who you kill and find out he has a son, and then take him as an apprentice. Then it's present time, which is 2 years before A New Hope, in which you control the secret Vader apprentice, the main character of the game, Galen Merrick, played by Sam Witwer, who motion captures the character as well as the other characters who also do their own mocap work, is great. Not just the face work, but the full range of motions. And you know how I said that the Darth Vader scene was badass? Wait till you play as Galen Merrick, cause holy shit. Using the Force unlike you've ever seen before, and using in such intensity that you feel every blow, unlike The Force Awakens.
You're afraid that you will never be as strong as Darth Vader.
Guy's a fucking asshole.
Anyway, you play as Galen Merrick, and you must do your master's bidding with the assistance of Proxy, a funny droid programmed to kill you with every chance, and your lovely pilot, Juno Eclipse. And sent to kill Jedi, but eventually Vader betrays you, or so you think. Nah dude, he super betrays you. And you must help find the enemies of the Empire and destroy the Empire from within. Basically you fight tons of dudes, then fight Vader and or Palpatine at the end. 2 endings for this game, light side and dark side, both are phenomenal. That's just a rushed out version of the story, but let's talk about the game mechanics more in depth, starting with the gameplay. So this is a hack and slash adventure game where you use a lightsaber and force powers to beat your foes. And you can level up and get more combos to string together and customizing your lightsaber with crazy colors like black. Holy shit, that's awesome. I can't believe that was never in the EU ever before. Plus, you can change your costume into insane amount of costumes like freaking Mace Windu and motherfucking Django Fett. Django Fett just whooping Jedi ass. That's what's up. I never played the Ultimate Sith Edition, so discovering all this stuff for the first time was an absolute treat. So as you progress and hack at Imperial Stormtroopers, which there's plenty of enemy variety to keep you guessing and changing your strategy, but at the same time it does get very repetitive and super bullshit, as you have to keep changing your style to accommodate those other different enemy types coming your way. You will be overwhelmed with enemies towards the end and it will get super difficult. That's one of my major complaints with the game. But there's also, with the regular enemies, at the end you can also fight off the bosses, which are pretty cool, but they do get bullshit too. And the graphics are pretty good. Back in the day it was set in 720 resolution, but now it's 1080p, and everything from the characters to the enemies are fantastic. And can I just say that the environments, designs, and the set pieces are just phenomenal. Best I've seen in a game ever. Traversing the environment is always an experience because there's always something interesting going along in the background. Unfortunately, this game runs at 30 FPS as it was consoleized at the time, made for console players, which is a shame because if this game came out on the PC, this should be 60 frames per second. It would have been perfect. Seeing the fast motion of the combat with the force powers at 60 FPS, that would have been an epic experience. I mean, this game is the epitome of badass and epic. Galen Marek is truly a memorable and badass main character, and truly a titan among the Star Wars EU. I don't believe for a second that anyone could top this guy. This guy is something special. This guy does so much unbelievable stuff in this game, and takes down a shit ton of enemies, and even takes down a goddamn Star Destroyer. And even gives Vader a run for his money and almost beats him and almost killed the goddamn Emperor. Holy shit, all in one day. Wow. This game will take you 5 to 6 hours to beat for the main campaign, but there's plenty of extras, collecting holocrons and leveling up your character to get all of the fighting combos, the hit combos. You will be replaying this game just for that fact. Plus, it does have 3 campaigns, which are 30 minutes each. One in which Galen goes to the Jedi Academy to attempt the Jedi Trials, and 2 which are what-if scenarios in which Galen goes down the dark side. There's one in which he goes to Tatooine and battles Boba Fett. Not a very good Boba Fett, though. And the final being my favorite, in which he leads an army in Hoth to destroy the rebels and attempt to fight Luke to convert him to the dark side and make him his apprentice. Plus, there are some extras as you collect these holocrons. By collecting these, you can unlock some concept art and some really cool designs into the game. So it's the first creation of the rebellion in the EU, and they chose the family crest of Galen Marek as the symbol of the rebellion, which is really cool. So Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, definitely gets a... This game is truly special, and George Lucas had a big part to play. He monitored everything that was going along with the game, and just like he did with Shadows of the Empire, I'm just so glad to see another big event like what happened with Shadows with Force Unleashed. I'm so glad to see that. Plus, I recommend reading the comic book adaptation. It's awesome. It's not too different, but it focuses on the perspective of Proxy, relaying the events that happened with Galen to Bail Organa and Juno Eclipse. It's a story by Hayden Blackman once again, and drawn by my favorite Star Wars artist, Brian Ching. And the reason I really cover this game because Carrie Fisher is in the game, or her character is in the game, Leia. So she doesn't voice as Leia in the game, Carrie Fisher. They got somebody else, but I wanted to cover this because of Carrie Fisher's passing. So rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. It was just so sudden the way she passed last year, and she will definitely be missed. Truly one of the best things about Star Wars, and I'm glad she had a part in The Force Awakens, even though I didn't really like that movie. I can't wait to see what she does in episode 8. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please press that like button, Comment below and tell me what you think of The Force Unleashed, the video game, in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Django Fett, if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next Star Wars gaming video. Peace.
Stop cheering me on!